Hello guys, welcome back to another video today with me, Alice Exotics. In this video we're just going to be showing you the day-to-day care we give to our Argentine black and white Tegu. So let's jump into the video and crack on. So a real quick little overview. This is his tank. He's got his little burrow down there. You are getting a bit of the reflection, sorry about that. You've got his hotspot with his thermostat and his bit of slate, so it's nice and warm. Really big log which he loves going in, and he also digs under it as well. A little bit of a log, and normally there is his rock pool, which is here. So with him, like I said, this is going to be a day-to-day care video. Every single time I change this water, he goes up to it and poos in it, as you can see there. Which in a way is good, in a way is bad. It's good because it stops the room smelling so bad and it's easy to clean. But then it's bad because I have to change the water like every single day, and I'll often change it. Like now I'll put fresh water in there and within honestly half an hour he'll do the exact same thing. So sometimes I have to change it like 2, maybe even 3 times a day. So what we're going to do, change his water and empty out the remainder of what he left from his food bowl, which was a couple of berries. Get him some fresh food, and hopefully by then he'll be warmed up and woken up and he'll be out basking. So let's get that done. Now the easiest way I find to do this is just to pour them into the bath and then get the hot shower head on full power and then just blast them out. Make sure they're nice and hot and clean, and then after that I'll just dry them off with a towel and give them a bit of a better wash. But yeah, to get the majority out, it's the best way to do it, and it drains quite easy, so it's probably the best way I can find for now, till he needs a really big bowl when he's older. So here we go guys, we've got the rock pool cleaned out and food bowl cleaned out. Now the best way, because this reptile room is situated upstairs, as you can see from out there, we have to try and balance the water up in this all the way up the stairs. So it's easy just to chuck that in there and then fill it up with a jug, which we'll do in a second. And like I said to you, once all of this is done, he should be out warming up. And there he is. I think he is going into shed though. But yeah, he's not too keen at the camera being pointed in his face. But we have got him some grubs here, which I think, yeah, he's hungry. We'll give him a couple of them. So I'm just gonna see if he wants one of these. He might not, but he might. Yeah, he'll have one of them. He likes shaking them about a little bit. Ooh. Sometimes he does just shake him and leave him because he's quite distractive, but no, he does enjoy them. These are just the sun beetles, so obviously if you left them to pupate they would turn into sun beetles, and that's what we've done with a few of them. We've actually put them in the Madagascar hiss and cockroach tank, and yeah, they've already pupated into beetles, but we'll give him one more once he's finished that one, if I can keep the camera still. There we are. And as you can see, that's a good size for him because, you know, something that isn't easy to just swallow, he actually has got to chew it. And as you can see, he does enjoy them. Don't know if you saw on my YouTube shorts, but I did give him some snails the other day as well, which he loved. But he does quite like these too, as you can see, smirking away. One more? One more? If not, you won't eat your food for later. The amount of time he hits his head on the wood when he shakes it like that. Ooh, that one's... Nice. Charming. Right, anyway, we're going to get this water bowl filled up and go sort his food out. So like I said, the best way to fill it is to put it in place, dig it in a little bit, and what we do is we just fill up one of these jugs and we add a whole jug. Yes, it will overflow a little bit, but it doesn't matter because it's glass lined, as you can see there. It's glass lined, so it doesn't really matter. It won't affect the wood or make a bow or anything like that. And also to have a bit of a sort of damper, sort of softer area is no big deal either. And what we're going to do is add some of this. If it will focus, there we go. The ReptiSafe, which is going to do 3 drops in there. 1, 2, 3. Trying to do that on camera was a lot harder than I thought. And then just pour it in. And maybe in this video you'll even see me change it again, depending on how quick it takes him to ruin it. But again, this is just a daily task of keeping a big lizard, and he's not even big yet either. So as you can see there, it doesn't even really pour out. So this jug, I know this jug does this rock pool just enough. It will overflow a little bit, but nothing major. But yeah, like I say, this is just one of the responsibilities day to day of maintaining a big lizard. And obviously this massive vivarium here is not going to be big enough for his lifetime, no way. So what we're going to do is again eventually have to change that as well. But for the time being, he's more than happy in there. He's got more than enough room. But yeah, like I say, if you do want a big lizard, you guys just on my channel see the nice side of feeding and holding and stuff like that. But yeah, to show you the actual maintenance side and the upkeep of these pets is a lot to take on. Oh, we just got a yawn on camera. You must get bored of me talking. Yeah, it's a lot to manage, especially when you've got all of these other animals as well, all up here. Yeah, so there's a lot to take on, but my dream reptile, and I finally got him, so I couldn't be happier. I probably say that every video, but it's so true. So in terms of food, we're going to talk about that now. So I'm going to add a photo up somewhere like here, wherever, and basically that is all of the food that I buy from the supermarket in terms of meat, like protein. So stuff like turkey, like mince, bits and bobs like that. You'll see it all, different fish, eggs, all sorts. So yeah, I'll add that up here, and I kind of do that shop once every, I want to say 2-3 months. It all depends on what I get and how much I spend. This time I spent about £45 and it should last me about 3 months. So what I do is I unpackage all of the stuff and cut it into little bits, and each one of them items goes into a freezer bag, and then I freeze it. And then on the days that I need to get it out for him, I get it out, and then he has a mix in one bag of, say, beef, a little bit of liver, turkey, fish, and I also get frozen fruit now for him as well because it's so much easier. So I'll have like mangoes and cauliflower, berries, all sorts in just one sitting, and it's so convenient for me who works full time to just be able to get that bag out, leave it, get home from work, put it out in his bowl, and it's ready to go. He's got a mix of all different sorts of food as well, so that's ideal. Now in terms of supplements, this is the main thing we use. I'll just put it up here. No, the camera doesn't want to focus, but I mean, I'm pretty sure you know what that is. You've seen that brand enough now, especially if you know your reptiles. If you don't know, it is the Repashy Superfoods Calcium Plus. Vitamin and calcium supplements. So yeah, a pretty big tub again because he is a pretty big lizard. So yeah, I sink it through this, just dust it on his food every other sitting. And in terms of live food, I'll show you now what he also does eat, because he doesn't just eat that, and also eats things like frozen rats and pinkies and chicks. But yeah, in terms of live food like bugs, I'll show you now. So as you see, like I said in my shorts video, he does eat snails, but he also eats these grubs, which I just give him, Morio worms, which are in there, and locusts. Now I know you American guys don't have locusts, but you have the equivalent. Basically they're just hoppers with a different name. And crickets, again, no good for him, don't really hold much. But yeah, obviously to feed these on a consistent diet, you have to have a lot of them, but they will grow out of them as they get bigger, because even an adult locust wouldn't really touch the sides on an adult tegu. It would be kind of one bite and it would be done. But for the time being, whilst he's little, the most varied diet is obviously the best. So yeah, he has basically a list of loads of stuff to eat, which is really good. So yeah, in terms of food, he has we'll start that again. In terms of food, he has locusts, snails, mealworms, waxworms, Morio worms, all kind of mixed in a bowl, because again, waxworms are tiny, so he'll just kind of get them as he's taking a mouthful of something else. And then obviously, I don't know if I said snails, and then I've got a photo here on my phone of the meat I bought him the other day. So that is stuff like blackberries, fruit salad, which is just a mix of like strawberries and that, cauliflower, broccoli, diced turkey thigh, turkey mince, turkey steaks, chicken breasts, sea bass fillets, blueberries, blackberries, king prawns, lean diced British and Irish beef, chicken liver, bananas, mangoes. So yeah, that is just a little snippet of what he has. But again, all of that over different days of the week is a great variety for your Tegu, and that is what you need. So what we're going to do now is just go downstairs and show you us getting his food out and preparing it, and then we're going to let it defrost naturally, not microwave or warm it up, because you never know if it's defrosted in the middle. And then we're going to basically wait till that defrosts and film the rest of this video later in the day of him hopefully eating it, if I didn't already fill him up. But he should be alright by then. He should hold out. But yeah, he does look hungry. You can kind of see, you can kind of like learn the personalities of him. But what we're going to do is early in the morning, so we're just going to let him warm up, get some sunbeams in him so he can function. He's got his UV and his jungle dawn down there. Not that you can see it there. And I'm just going to stop disturbing him. So let's go and do that. So what we do is come into the fridge, or the freezer even, come down here, all of the stuff is in there, so you've got his chicks, all his other meat bags. So what we do is just grab one of them out, shut it, and then in here is everything we need. You can't really tell what is in there at the minute because it's all frozen together. It's got like little bits of ice and that on it. But what we're going to do is pop this into the bucket that we used to fill up his water in the bag. Just because sometimes obviously as it's defrosting it will leak water. So what we're going to do is pop it in the bag like this and come back to it in a few hours when it is defrosted. What I do is I leave it on the top of his enclosure so that the heat underneath it kind of warms it up and heats it up a bit. But yeah, so we're going to do that now and hopefully come back to you in a couple of hours and see him tucking into a nice bag of mixed food. Let's go. So I'd normally do this on a day where I've got work, but I haven't got work today, so pop that in there. And as you can see, that is where I drilled his heat guard in to fit under there. So that's fairly warm. Pop that on top of there and come back to it in a few hours. So here we are guys, we've got the food in the bowl, and as you can see he's got his calcium powder on, has a little lick, takes, I think that was a bit of chicken breast. But yeah, I'd normally do tongue feed him, but sometimes it's good just to let him pick and choose out of the bowl. It's also good to let me see what he kind of likes as well. But as you can see, he's enjoying it. He's quite calm when he eats as well, which is great. So yeah, that's that basically. He's enjoying his food and likes a new mix. So guys, that basically covers this video. Now that is just a day-to-day of what we have to do to maintain the Tegu. So that isn't like other stuff as well. That is literally just what we have to do every single day on repeat to just make sure he's happy and healthy. But I enjoy doing it. I learn about him every day. I discover like new things about him and understand his behaviour, and that's all going to benefit me when he's older and bigger and much more powerful. So it is definitely worth doing, and it's really good to sort of just understand your animal and obviously look after him. But yeah, that is I think everything that we do in a day routine. I just filmed everything I would normally do, but I'm not sure I have missed anything. But if I have, you know, I'll let you know. But I think that is everything. Other than that, we're going to be doing a few more detailed feeding videos on him, like diet and stuff like that, because that's pretty interesting. Another hot topic as such in terms of how much of what and not so much of what else. So we'll be doing another video on that. There'll be loads of videos on him. But if you want to sort of see him grow up and, you know, see videos and updates of him, then make sure you subscribe. Like the video if you have enjoyed it, and comment what you want to see next from him and all the other animals we've got. But other than that, that has been me, RC Exotics. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.